After 13 years of cooperation, the magical duo of Kobe and Duncan won 11 championships, effectively writing the final chapter of the NBA. But even the greatest heroes will eventually age, and dynasties come with their own aftereffects. With the Lakers winning their 5th consecutive championship in 2011, Mike Miller, who had been with the Lakers since his rookie season, saw his value rise significantly. Therefore, the Lakers, who prefer to achieve big things with small spending, once again let their starting small forward go, just as they had done with Posey before. Over the years, however, the Lakers had grown accustomed to a reinforcement strategy that relied on rookie bonuses. They completely overlooked the fact that Kobe and Duncan's prime years were actually running out. They insisted on selecting a replacement for Miller from the 2011 rookie class. As a result, therefore, they paid the price of their hard-trained Livingston and 4 draft picks to acquire the number 4 pick of Bobcats, selected sharpshooting rookie Klay Thompson, and signed many veteran minimum players in the free agent market. Fortunately, aside from Duncan, the abilities of the other Lakers championship core members were generally steadily improving. Surprisingly, the strength of this roster was not inferior to the previous season. Led by Kobe and Duncan, they managed to achieve a 70-win record, 2 wins more than the Bulls led by regular season MVP James. However, there was one significant change for the Lakers. Rondo became the team's helmsman, earning his first career All-NBA first-team selection. Meanwhile, Kobe and Duncan, whose ability ratings had rebounded, were relegated to the second and third teams respectively. But Duncan's defense was always top-notch. He was prominently named to the All-Defensive First Team, along with Rondo and Kobe on the All-Defensive Second Team, and the equally tenacious defenders Gasol, Thompson, and Chandler. They guarded the Lakers' layered defense. After sweeping the Jazz without bloodshed in the first round, they faced the Hornets led by Steve Nash in the second round, again achieving a gentleman's sweep at 4-1. However, their opponents in the Western Conference Finals were no pushovers. The Supersonics' Westbrook and Harden were both rising stars in the league, plus the prime-aged Bosh and the older generation's Jermaine O'Neal. This lineup seemed in no way inferior to the Lakers. But winning a championship doesn't just depend on stacking stars. Otherwise, the Bulls in the East would certainly not have been eliminated in the second round. Even with their big three, it was hard to guarantee the team would keep thriving. Wade, who was hot in Game 5, fell into a slump in Game 6, leading to the Bulls' helpless defeat to the Pistons led by Derrick Rose and Kevin Durant. It was a pity that LeBron James' gorgeous in all, a round stat line of 24 plus 9, and 10 assists ended up being just empty numbers. So, the Lakers really didn't take this young and arrogant Supersonics team too seriously, but Westbrook's energy was too much. Harden could score inside and out, and was a master at drawing fouls, and Bosh and O'Neal dominated the entire paint. The Lakers were suppressed by the Supersonics' big three from the opening tip, and with just over 3 minutes left in the game, they had fallen behind by as many as 10 points. At the critical moment, the old flying man stepped up, pulling out his go-to weapons, the mid-range jumper and driving layup. Sometimes you really have to lament the relentlessness of Father Time. Those once automatic shots and surefire defensive stops all ended in failure.
Westbrook. The ball goes in. He is now 7 for 12. It is Bryant putting up a three-pointer. The rebound is grabbed by the Sonics. On the perimeter, Mullen.
Hooting from the wing. Gasol with the rebound.
Lakers have the ball, down by 8 points.
On the left side, Kobe. Bosh hauls in this rebound. The ball goes back to Harden. Westbrook. The ball goes back to Harden. Blocked, but they got the ball back. Now it is Thompson. Rondo being defended by Westbrook.
Kobe with a powerful dunk. Basketball doesn't get any prettier than this. Perfect execution. Now Westbrook has the ball.
O'Neal standing at the top of the arc, shooting over Gasol. Miss again. A 6-point game. Kobe at the top of the arc, Harden playing defense. Bryant with the ball. The ball rolls around the rim, but just one drop. Outside, Mullen, Westbrook with the ball. Three-pointer is good.
Sometimes you really have to lament the relentlessness of Father Time. Those once automatic shots and surefire defensive stops all ended in failure. The waves behind drive the waves ahead with fierce momentum. It's been a long, long time since the Lakers have been so thoroughly dominated at home. Kobe's slump is clearly to blame. He needs to bounce back in Game 2. But the Lakers' defense is the foundation of their team in recent years. Their top priority is to face their opponents and lock them down. So, in Game 2, the Lakers were noticeably more urgent on the defensive end. Kobe also got into his offensive rhythm early. However, the Supersonics had too many young talents, with their ability to draw fouls at its peak. Combined with Rubio and Jordan also bringing solid contributions, the Lakers could never pull away. With just over 6 minutes left, the Lakers only led the Supersonics by 4 points, and the outcome was still hanging in the balance. To fight for this victory, both sides pushed their defensive intensity to the maximum. Although Kobe's offense kept hitting a brick wall, his defense likewise gave the opponent no openings. The score seemed to be frozen in place until there were just over 4 minutes left in the game, when the Lakers finally managed to open up a small lead. But the Supersonics were not about to give up easily. After a timeout, the two sides launched into an all-out battle ahead of schedule.
Shoot! The ball bounces on the rim twice, and it drops. Now Kobe shooting from outside. Thompson with the ball. Bryant shooting over Harden. Bryant can't convert. Westbrook with a turnaround follow. Gasol firmly grabs the rebound.
That pass was way too careless. Those players on the other side are all incredibly athletic.
The ball reaches Mullen. Westbrook being guarded by Rondo. Ball goes out of bounds. Lakers regain possession. The ball is with Bryant. Only 6 seconds left. Shooting from beyond the arc. Duncan grabs the rebound, shoots over Bosch. Passes to Thompson. Now Bryant. On the perimeter, Gasol. The ball goes back to Kobe. They shoot again. He gets the bucket and draws the foul. He is heading to the free throw line. This is a chance for a three-point play. On the perimeter, Bosch. Westbrook. On the left side, Bosch to the left wing. Only 5 seconds left. Shot! Westbrook scores. To the right wing, passes to Thompson. Duncan has the ball. They still have 6 seconds.
Bryant finding a gap in the defense.
Bryant finds the gap and scores. On the perimeter, Bosch kicks it out to Harden.
Tim Duncan with the rebound. I feel like he is grabbing every single rebound.
Have you noticed how much Rondo has improved this season? His drives and floaters even have a bit of a young Castle vibe to them. But the Sonics haven't scored in a long time.
Right, they've gone scoreless for quite a while. Bosch, blocked, but they got the ball back. There's an injury in this game. That is really unfortunate. Hey, fellas, nobody wants to see something like this.
Yeah, this is looking pretty bad.
Driven by an urgent desire to win, the most unacceptable incident occurred on the court. Although it was a normal physical confrontation, Bosch, who had outperformed Duncan in 2 consecutive games, getting injured was undoubtedly a huge blow to the Supersonics. They were hit like a ton of bricks, suffering severely on both offense and defense. The raw Westbrook and Harden simply couldn't break through the Lakers' defense and could only watch as the Lakers tied the series. A 1-1 tie was certainly acceptable for them, as they had already seized home court advantage. However, when Bosch's unidentified injury to his left forearm was diagnosed as a fracture of the left forearm, their 2011-12 season was completely over, which was truly regrettable. But injuries are part of the game. Just like after Rose of the Pistons was injured and left the game in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals, Durant had to lead the team alone to first extinguish the Heat, then battle the Lakers. Fortunately, Rose's injury was just tendonitis. If Durant could hold off the Lakers as much as possible, then Rose would most likely play in the finals. It's just a pity that the Lakers are not the Heat, and Durant still played through the injury. So as soon as the game started, the Pistons were stunned by the Lakers, because Duncan only shoots 2 or 3 three-pointers in a season, and it just so happened that he was guarded by Durant. Moreover, Marc Gasol is also a formidable two-way center, so even though Kobe, who was also playing through an injury, didn't have an ideal touch at the beginning, the Lakers could still steadily suppress the Pistons with the outstanding offensive and defensive performance of the Twin Towers. Throughout the entire game, every time the Pistons fought back, they were immediately met with a fierce counterattack from the Lakers. They struggled to reverse the momentum, and Durant, who was also not having an ideal shooting touch, fought desperately for one last push for his team. Once Durant found his rhythm, any ordinary team might have been secretly terrified, but the Lakers' approach was much more straightforward and brutal. Kobe first switched onto Durant, then seized the opportunity for a flying steal followed by a dominant coast-to-coast reverse dunk effectively sealing the game. The Lakers' championship pedigree and the experience from their 11 titles truly run deep. Durant, known as the ultimate one-on-one player, now genuinely understood how formidable Kobe and Duncan were. Moreover, the Lakers had evolved into a team where everyone contributed and moved forward or retreated together as a unit. Under Rondo's orchestration, each player's shot attempts were nearly identical, and everyone defended both for themselves and for their teammates. The series score quickly became a desperate 3-0. In Game 4, the Lakers continued their relentless pressure. With just over 4 minutes remaining, the game was tied. At the critical moment, Durant suddenly erupted, single-handedly carrying the team's offense with a combination of passing and scoring, essentially fighting the entire Lakers team by himself. Even as he missed shot after shot, he refused to defer to others. Even if losing meant taking the blame himself, he still would not shift responsibility to his teammates. Even if his shooting percentage was abysmal, his only concern was whether he could help the team win the game. Under Durant's relentless barrage, the entire Pistons team also abandoned all caution and stubbornly held their defensive line. The Lakers, like a seasoned veteran enduring a flurry of wild punches, gritted their teeth and, in the final moments of the game, cut the deficit to just 2 points. Though they held the opportunity to deliver a fatal blow to the Pistons, they also risked being dragged into a quagmire.
Kobe's winning shot. Unfortunately, it didn't go in.
After Kobe missed the potential game-tying shot, the Pistons finally caught their breath from the suffocating Game 4. Durant became Detroit's hero, earning the respect of Duncan, Kobe, and all the fans, while also giving Rose a chance to compete in the finals. With Rose returning to action despite his injury, Durant no longer had to juggle offense and playmaking. He fully transformed back into the elite scorer, wielding his scythe. The Lakers, however, seemed oblivious to the severity of the situation. They continued to treat the duo of Rose and Durant like any other strong team, relying on their overall offensive and defensive schemes to counter Rose's drives and Durant's outside shooting. But the duo's attacks were utterly unpredictable, relentless and unreasonable. Unfortunately, Kobe can no longer return to his peak days of effortless dominance. His explosive alley-oop dunks often miss, and his once razor-sharp steals frequently fall short by a hair. Watching Durant and Rose blaze past him repeatedly left him furious.
A beautiful pass, allowing his teammate to complete the alley, OP directly. The pass looked fantastic and the final dunk was incredibly powerful. That is why when an alley-oop is executed successfully, it looks so impressive.
Now Durant is shooting a jump shot from the free throw line. A very good shot.
He has taken on the offensive burden for his team. Usually, that is a good thing for them.
Rondo with the ball. The rebound falls into Booz's hands. Ross. He is being guarded by Rondo. He takes off from about 6 feet away from the basket. Durant's shot this time was a bit of a reach. On the perimeter, Gasol, Bryant. This three-point shot is off the mark. Now Durant, a three-pointer. That last shot.
Even though this three-pointer didn't go in, the defense on this play was still insufficient. Kobe shoots from long range. The shot goes in. Fortunately, his touch is good today. Otherwise, the Lakers would be falling behind even more.
Perimeter. Durant going for a three-pointer. The rebound is grabbed by Los Angeles. That was a very accurate shot. Now, Ross. The ball gets blocked. Kobe with a long-range three-pointer. The rebound is grabbed by Durant. Pistons ball, leading by 5 points. On the perimeter, Ross shooting from outside. This three-pointer was a great.
Kobe in this season truly feels unfamiliar. The once omnipotent god of scoring now seems like a mere mortal. The iconic clutch moments from the past have become few and far between, leading many to even believe that the Pistons could complete a historic 1-3 comeback. So in Game 6, Kobe leaped into Durant's face. The rejuvenated old Mamba was determined to give this new isolation king a proper challenge this time.
It is currently the first quarter, just over a minute into the game. A good post, a back to the basket move, and the shot goes in. Move into the middle. Durant gets the ball. Both the assist and the finish were excellent. Their chemistry is very solid.
This is the kind of beautiful leading pass we always look forward to seeing.
The ball was stolen. Chandler's shot attempt wasn't very good there. Durant gets the ball. Chandler is defending.
Gasol with a rebound this play. The defender was ready. It is what they had to do. He is way too dominant in the paint. It goes in with the assist from Kobe. This pass from the outside to the inside was very beautiful. He knows exactly where he needs to pass the ball.
He is on the left wing. Durant drives strong with the ball. Gasol with the rebound, Lakers on the attack. On the perimeter, Kobe. They have 4 seconds left. This jump shot was about 14 feet from the basket.
The duel between Durant and Kobe had its ups and downs, but with Kobe almost abandoning offense and sticking to Durant like glue, Durant's shooting opportunities significantly decreased. Forced to shift focus, he had to assist his teammates more, which greatly reduced the effectiveness of the Pistons' biggest weapon. With just over 3 minutes left in the game, the Pistons were still in a passive position, trailing and trying to close the gap.
Detroit is rebound. The Pistons call a timeout. He was shaking, couldn't help it.
Had to call a timeout to get him some medical attention.
The ball goes to Durant.
He takes a three-pointer.
This shot missed. That is not good. It gave him a lot of space to shoot.
A wonderful assist. The ball was passed directly into his hands. He scored with a dunk inside the paint.
On the perimeter, Rose passes the ball to Boozer. Another miss for the Pistons. Duncan on the perimeter.
Moved inside to Gasol, pass to Chandler. He shot from beyond the three-point line. This is his 5th score. He has taken 9 shots in total. On the left wing, Nixon. This shot didn't go in. They failed to stop the opponent's offensive momentum. Low post. Rondo. He is being defended by Rose. Great.
Look at this assist. The chemistry between the two teammates is fantastic. Detroit calls a timeout.
On the perimeter, Rose, he takes a three-pointer. Tim Duncan grabs the rebound. Only 6 seconds left on the clock. Rondo with the ball, facing Rose. Rondo shoots. The ball bounces off the rim.
The situation is really not good for them right now.
That is right. This possession is crucial. We can't let the lead get any bigger. On the perimeter, Rose. The referee calls a foul on the opponent. With that, he'll get 2 free throws.
Everyone knows Durant has no match in one-on-one play, but unfortunately, Durant doesn't truly have a champion's heart yet. Kobe's constant battles seem to have shattered his belief in winning. Instead, it was Kobe who, after Rose made 2 free throws to narrow the deficit to 7 points, aggressively posted up and once again put the Lakers in an unbeatable position. Perhaps one day in the future, the partnership of Rose and Durant will truly defeat the aging Kobe and Duncan. But clearly, the current championship still belongs to the Lakers, and the current dynasty remains the glorious and resplendent purple and gold dynasty. However, amid the excitement of seeing the Lakers successfully create a second six-peat super dynasty, many Lakers fans can't help but worry. Could this be the beginning of the Lakers dynasty's decline? After all, this is the lowest combined scoring FMVP for Kobe and Duncan since they teamed up, and their gradual decline is visibly evident. Where will the Lakers' future lead? Guys, to know what happens next, stay tuned for the next episode.